South Africa is xenophobic, South Africa hates foreign nationals, South Africa is not safe. But look at the lengths that they're willing to go to get in. Look at the lengths that they're willing to go to get in 16 million rand in bribes to get fake visas and citizenship and work permits. But South Africa is just this godforsaken country that doesn't accommodate foreign nationals. The jokes write themselves. And also this ties back to a video that I made recently when I said that South Africans are part of the problem, and it's something that we need to talk about, as uncomfortable as it is that it's our own people. It really do be our own people. You can see your fellow countrymen are drowning and you are just there pushing them further into the ocean. It really do be our own people. Like, why? But also, to the foreign nationals that are paying these bribes, if you have good intentions and your stuff is in order, why do you feel the need to pay so much money? Why? And then you come here and cry and say that South Africa is not safe. But again, as South Africans, we need to take accountability because we are part of the problem. It is our own people that were accepting these bribes and making sure that those people get the documents that they paid for. And the fact that they made less than 25K a month means nothing to me. It really do be our own people that are betraying us. I weep for my country, to be honest.
Okay, yeah. To those of you, my fellow foreigners, who are coming under my DM, who are coming directly to my DM because you couldn't comment to avoid being attacked. To those of you who are coming to my DM to tell me that how your countries help South Africa during the time of apartheid. Now let me tell you, we are not denying the fact that other African countries did not assist South Africa during the apartheid. But my question to you is, should South Africa pay with their life because your ancestors or you as a person assisted them during the time of apartheid? Because the last time I checked, they have repaid that favor. They have also repaid that favor. If you go to Morocco, foreigners does not operate the way we operate in South Africa. I mean, South Africa are not asking you to leave, they're only asking you to obey their laws. You guys are the reason why they are asking you to leave. They are only asking you to respect their law, to respect them. I mean, there's nothing wrong about that. Imagine you being in your own country and South Africa is disrespecting you, or telling you that you're lazy, or you're calling you all sort of name. Even if you are lazy, he or she shouldn't put it in your face, shouldn't say it straight to you. I mean, does it make sense? Tell me. It was even yesterday that I guess to find out what triggers all this whole shit regarding one of my Igbo brother, one of my Nigerian brother that took a kingship title, something like that. I mean, if normally the original kingship that I know is not being taken outside your country, outside your fatherland. No, you take it back home. You take it back home, and then you can go wherever you were staying with the title and start enjoying it. In somebody else's country, in another man's country, you're taking your whatever kingship title, just the same shit that happens in Ghana. I mean, come on, man. Let's do better. Let's do better. Let's do better. You can go to my DM and tell me all kinds of shit that you want. I don't really care. As long as I'm spilling the truth, as long as I know that I'm being truthful to myself. I mean, I wouldn't take it easy if you come to my country. I mean, if you're a Ghanaian or you're a Congolese, you're in my country and you're talking to me anyhow, you're obeying my laws, trying to useless my children, trying to rape my children. There was a video I was going to put out here, but I'm going to do it because of the person who asked me, what are the foreigners doing? I mean, we are doing a lot. We are doing a lot, and you guys should not push me, because if you push me, I'm going to expose all the shit that we foreigners are doing in South Africa. Nobody should push me, because if you push me, I'm going to come hard on you guys. Believe me when I'm saying it. You don't beat a child and ask him or her not to cry. You don't trigger someone and tell the person not to react. Who are you? Are you a monster? It is only a monster that can trigger someone and ask the person not to react. For God's sake, this is South Africa. This is their country. Obey their laws. There is nothing wrong about it. Do you know I've been robbed in South Africa? And guess what? The person who tried to snatch my phone, at the robot was not a South African. It was a foreigner like me. It happens in Cape Town, in V0rèigners Road, Cape Town. I used to have a shop in V0rèigners Road. in that Cape Town. I have seen shit. I've seen shit done by our foreigners. Like I always said, it doesn't mean that South Africans do not have their own crimes. They do. But the question is, should they add to what they already have? Is it proper for them to add to what they already have? This is something that you cannot do in your country. You cannot be in your country and you're telling me that your occupation is stealing. Going out every weekend to go and steal phone. You cannot do it in your country. The shame, you can't do it. But you do it in someone's country and you want them to praise you for that. Hey, fuck up from my phone, winner.
You know, after 32 years of ANC rule, I think that it's time for us to let the ANC go. Like, it's time for us to accept that liberation movements don't work out after liberation and move on to something new, because I feel like the ANC has no foresight. They have no strategic planning of anything. They are just reactive. That's one thing they do very well. Something happens, they are surprised just like us, and they try and react. But one issue that's gonna cost them a lot, and it's brewing, it's the issue of illegal foreigners and the marches that we are starting to see. That issue is gonna cost them a lot. If the ANC had decent leadership and they were planning ahead, they would wake up on one morning, mid-April, and say, okay, we are starting a task team to go around the country and audit all foreigners in the country, all of them. And we're asking South Africans to help us identify these people. And then they do that. If you are illegal, we send you back to your country, we deport you. I'm sure Fly Safair would be happy, and SAA would be happy with the business. If you've got good papers, you stay. If your papers are forged, we take you back home. And then after that whole process has played out, we sit the people that are here legally, not just Africans, not just Africans, not just East Asians or Bangladesh, Pakistan, not just them, but also Europeans. If they are here as foreigners, we set them down too. And then we create ground rules. We say, guys, there are sectors that you guys are not allowed to operate in. The informal sector is reserved for South Africans. So if you don't understand what informal sector means, it means the low-skilled jobs, and low-skilled businesses. So you can't own a taxi. We're not going to give you a permit. You can't join an association. You can't open a tuck shop in the township or in town. You can't be a street vendor. You can't come here and say you are fixing shoes. No, you can't do that. You can't sell clothes at the low end where it's not formalized. You can't do that. So we tell them all of that. And also, you can't participate in our economic strongholds like mining, farming. You're not allowed to do that. Those sectors are reserved for South Africans. And then we integrate the legal ones back into our country, and we seal our borders. And now we only start taking highly skilled foreigners. That's all we need. Now, the exodus of all of these foreigners that were here illegally and were occupying our informal sectors will leave opportunities for the youth and the 32% of unemployed South Africans. So everything they've seen with South Africans leaving, with foreigners leaving and exiting our economy, they've seen those opportunities, and a lot of them are going to attempt to replace those foreigners. And in trying to do that, some of them are going to get it right. And then the government can offer assistance to make the process of replacing those informal sector vacancies and putting them in the hands of South Africans. They can offer assistance, grants, funding, and overnight they might have solved the unemployment problem to a big extent. You find that we might of the 32%, we might take care of 15% of unemployment just by doing that. That is a big opportunity. This migration problem that we have is actually an opportunity if we solve it. But I don't know why when they're sitting at Lutuli House or wherever they sit, they don't talk about things like this and implement them. It doesn't make sense at all.